good to see you, television family. We have gathered again in front of the warmth of your high-definition television. For Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, it is the 4th day of May, 2022, and it's Wednesday. Winning Wednesday. We love it around here. We got all kinds of cool people winning all kinds of cool prizes from all kinds of cool people. And up for grabs, we got a couple of winners today. You know about it by now. We've been talking about it. Lexar Homes is bringing the Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo to the Town Toyota Center on Friday night and Saturday night. And I got a pair of tickets for Saturday night, and I got a pair of tickets for Saturday night. So we're going to have two winners. Want to go see the rodeo? I got the whole list here. It is bareback riding, barrel racing, bull riding, saddle bronc riding, mutton busting, and cowboy bull poker. Come smell the excitement at the Town Toyota Center. I think there it is. Check it out. This is from yesterday. Yep, they're hauling in the dirt. Where do they get all that dirt, by the way? I'm kind of curious about that. So they've laid out the dirt. They'll bring in the chutes and the gates and the lions and the tigers and the mud and the blood and the beer. And here we go, Saturday night. May 7th at the Town Toyota Center. And we're going to have two winners today. Two winners. So get in your emails. winner@ncwlife.com. winner@ncwlife.com. It's an email entry. That's how you do it. If you have more than one email address, you can enter more than once, but you can't enter over and over and over again on the same email address. We keep track of these things. Two winners. We're going to do the drawing a little bit later on. Don't forget the rule of thumb. There are two of them that you need to know about. Employees of local telecommunications solely on broadcasting and their immediate families are not eligible. Sorry, Tucker. And if you do not enter the contest, you cannot win the contest. All right? Tickets. Winner number one, winner number two, Saturday night. Saturday night's performance of the Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo presented by Lexar Homes. Get in your emails. And we'll remind you a couple more times today. 50 degrees, high clouds. We're going to have the warmest day of the year. It looks like we've only hit 70 degrees once this entire year, and that was back in March. We never even got close to that for the most part in April. Got close yesterday, 68 on Tuesday with quite a bit of sunshine, although it was a little breezy at times. We actually hit our normal high. We'll be warmer than that today with clouds, and then things are going to get a little active. Rain's going to return on Thursday. Details coming up. We got some news to get to. It was a busy day in the bullpen. The Seattle Mariners. Houston has had their number for like 7 or 8 years. They did it again yesterday. Mariners got shut out. They can't seem to score any runs right now. Highlights of the Seattle Mariners. We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll wrap up the action in sports from high schools when we get to sports. We have a brand new opinion from Mike Mad Dog Mignotti. He came in the other day and recorded a series of new opinions, so one you've never seen before because we've never aired it before. And yesterday, during the noon hour, my good friend, the captain, and I popped on up to the park there, Memorial Park, about a block and a half from our studios here in downtown Wenatchee, and we wandered around and talked to some few folks, and we ate. We'll show you that video, too, coming up. 4 minutes after the hour, let's take our tour. Let's get going. What do we have out there? With our Valley View cameras, courtesy of Sky-Fi, our PTZ cameras, an acronym for Pan, Tilt, and Zoom, has been panned to the west. So Wenatchee gets the brunt of the attention today from our Wenatchee Heights camera. The Columbia River is running high and running cold, all the rain, and they still got snow melt, of course, in British Columbia and all that other stuff. So it's running pretty high and pretty cold, but a beautiful view there of the valley. We're all nice and green, all that cool, wet weather. We're greening up, folks. I like that. Camera number 2. Let's pay a visit to Union Valley, up to Lake Chelan. We go. Still a little bit of snow way up in the upper elevations. That's to be expected, especially on those slopes that face north. They don't get direct sunlight. It's always a little bit cooler there. That's the Union Valley camera on the north shore of Lake Chelan, looking back over towards Manson and the state park, which you can see off in the distance if you squint. Camera number 3. Orondo Rock says hello, pointed back down towards the Wenatchee Valley, way off into the distance. You can see the Mission Ridge ski and board resort. They actually skied on Sunday, May 1st. They haven't done that in nearly 40 years with all the snow that we had in April. That strange weather pattern. There's the highway, traffic flowing rather nicely on Highway 97 and US 2 on the Douglas County side of the highway. By the way, I was on that roadway last week. Don't forget, they're still doing that slope stabilization project 4 miles south of Entiat, and that has really slowed traffic up. So if you have business, if you got to head north, you're a lot better off going on the Douglas County side of the river. But also, because of that, there's more traffic on the highway that you see there than that would normally be the case in camera number 4. Good morning, Rock Island and Malaga, off into the distance, the mighty Columbia River. I highly recommend the Rock Island Golf Course. They've done just great jobs with that. Really good. Same ownership group, of course, owns Rock Island, Alta Lake, Desert Canyon, and they've really spruced up the golf course. If you're a golfer and you like golf courses in good conditions, well mowed and maintained greens, level tee blocks, that kind of stuff, they got it done right. They know what they're doing. Head on out to Rock Island, a place of golf. That's an unsolicited endorsement from yours truly, which probably is going to have the opposite effect. From the National Weather Service, and a bonus camera. Thank you, Uriah. We're going to look at the Senator George Seller Bridge. Why, I don't know. He just thought he'd throw that up there. There's the interchange. There's the roundabout. Everybody loves the roundabout, as you well know by now. And the pedestrian pipeline bridge. Why did you do that, Uriah? Just to throw it up there? Who cares? Anyway, yeah, we're going to get unsettled today. Today's going to be fine. We got a flat ridge of high pressure, but there is a little bit of moisture rolling over the top of that high pressure ridge. It's pretty close to the ground. That means cloudy conditions, but quite mild. And it's also going to be very warm tonight. In fact, we could set a record warm overnight low tonight with all the cloud cover, but then rain returns on Thursday. There's a series of wet systems moves into the region. Weaker one Thursday, stronger one on Friday, weaker one on Saturday. So we're going to cool down. We're going to see a little bit of light rain. Nothing like the rain we got on Monday, but we're going to cool right back down again. It's kind of this whiplash roller coaster thing we've been going on. And Grant mentioned this yesterday in the newsroom. We could even see a pop-up thunderstorm. It's a possibility because we have a lot of mixing and basically the atmosphere is kind of charged right now. So we can't rule out a stray thunderstorm in some locations, but a long period of sunny, warm weather just does not seem to be in the cards. From the National Weather Service, warmest day of the year. It looks like right around 71. We got to 70 degrees one time. That was back on March 27th. Normally this time of the year, we would have hit at least 70 and sometimes even into the 80s. 12, 13, 14 times. We've only done it once all year long. 71. Lots of clouds, no rain. 53 for the overnight low. That's very mild. Our normal overnight low this time of the year is 45 degrees. A little bit of light wind, no big deal. First system in the series of systems, the parade of systems, if you pardon the pun, comes in tomorrow. A lot cooler. We're going to go from a high of 71 to a high of maybe 60, probably only 59 with a chance of rain. Thursday night's overnight low 42, a continuing chance of rain. Friday looks to be the wettest day right now. Rain likely, mostly Friday afternoon, lots of clouds, a little bit of warmer, high of 61. The chance of rain Friday night begins to taper off. Rain Saturday on Milk Growers Grand Parade. Hit and miss light rain. Hit and miss light rain. No big showers. But we're also going to see some sun breaks too. But again, look at that high. Only 61. Normal high is about 69. So cool weather. Again, cool weather on Sunday for Mother's Day. Partly cloudy, but chilly. 57 degrees. We're supposed to be 12, 13 degrees warmer than that normally. And we'll still be below normal on Monday and Tuesday. So don't shoot the messenger. 9 minutes after the hour, a 1 minute break, and your Winning Wednesday headlines are coming up in 1 minute. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCW Life. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
Hi, I'm Katie Joslin and I'm a pediatrician at CVCH. We know that as new parents, you have a lot of decisions to make. At CBCH, we have a team of caring pediatricians and family medicine providers who love to take care of newborns. As you're making that decision of where you'd like to go, we hope that you'll consider coming to CBCH, where any of the providers you choose would care for your baby as if it was one of their own.
High clouds, 50 degrees. We'll be in the lower 70s today. We're going to be dealing with cloud cover, but no real active weather. The first of a series of systems begins to roll in tonight into Thursday. Much cooler on Thursday. Good chance of rain on Fridays. Scattered light rain showers on Saturday for the Stumok Growers Grand Parade. It's 11 minutes after the hour. Law enforcement officers are on the lookout for a hit-and-run driver that fled the scene of a two-car accident. This happened yesterday afternoon in Okanagan. According to the Washington State Patrol, 22-year-old Luis Lorenzano Valdez of Bridgeport, he was driving southbound on Highway 97 in a 2009 Mazda MZ6 when a 2003 Acura sedan struck the Mazda after failing to stop at the intersection of Armory Junction Road and the highway. Valdez was transported to Mid-Valley Hospital in Omak with unknown injuries. The driver of the Acura fled the scene on foot and is still unaccounted for. Both cars were totaled in the accident. Residents of the Wenatchee Valley will vote in August on whether to create a regional fire authority. They want to combine Chelan County Fire District Number 1 and Douglas County Fire District Number 2 into one fire department. At the same time, another ballot measure will seek approval for a property tax rate of $1.50 per 1,000 of property value. That's an average of a 20-cent increase for both districts. Fire Chief Brian Brett is overseeing both departments ahead of the proposed merger. He joined Chelan County Commissioners yesterday to explain the need for the funding.
Aren't there efficiencies to be gained by combining that you could save expenses? And yes, there are. The administration will be less chiefs. There won't be redundancy in facilities, training fleets, facilities, because we'll share them. And the reason for the increase in funding is our growth has went up 45% in the last 5 years in AV. Our demand for services have went up 37% in the last 5 years. And our volunteer ranks on both sides have shrunk by 70%. And that's a national, state, and local trend. We're not an anomaly. So yes, we're going to save money in these other elements, but we're going to hire 8 firefighters from the bottom and shore up our aviation program, shore up our fleet replacement funds. And it's the same business model that was employed right after Wenatchee and Chelan 1 merged. Exact asks $1.56% for the next 5 years. The public generally says, well, yeah, it completely makes sense to combine, but why are you asking for an increase? Well, that's why. Our free labor pool is gone, and there's still a huge component of everything we do operationally, but we have to guarantee a minimum level of service from Rock Island throughout the valley. So we're going to hire people to do that and supplement it with our volunteer program.
Speaking of firefighting, exploding targets could very well be banned in Chelan County each summer if commissioners adopt a proposed new wildfire code. Chelan County Fire Marshals outlined the plan in a public hearing on Tuesday. It would establish 3 stages of fire danger to better align with the systems that are being used by other landholding agencies. It would outlaw fireworks and exploding gun targets each year, beginning June 1st and extending as late as September 30th. Access to county roads would also be restricted depending on the fire situation.
I'm personally very strongly in favor of road closures during critical fire times because times have changed in the last 20 years or longer. There's more people out there, obviously. Things seem to be getting hotter and drier, and vehicles, I don't want to put a moniker on people, but they park cars in grass areas. Motorcycles, ATVs have spark arresters on them, but still have a hot exhaust that can start fire. So I'm very strongly in favor of road closures. And I'm glad you guys, or the county, is doing this. And I hope the Forest Service can swing a little bit your way too.
Written public comment on the proposed changes, or you can do them until the 13th day of this month. Commissioners are expected to vote on adopting the proposal the following week. Winter snow and spring rains have north central Washington in favorable drought conditions heading into the 2022 wildfire season. U.S. drought monitor maps show most of Chelan County experiencing no drought at this point. Douglas and Okanagan counties in moderate drought conditions, and unlike last year, all of western Washington is showing no drought conditions. In May of last year, much of western Washington and Chelan, Okanagan, and Douglas counties were listed as abnormally dry or experiencing moderate drought. Thus far, wildfire season, of course, hasn't yet begun in our area, and the Pacific Northwest Incident Management Teams, they've been assisting on fires in Arizona, New Mexico, and eastern Oregon. East Wenatchee Police briefly took over calls for the Wenatchee Police Department yesterday, but it had nothing to do with any crisis in the Wenatchee Police Department. It was because all the available officers from the Wenatchee Police Department, plus support staff, gathered for an hour for a big group photograph. They had their picture taken. Wenatchee Police Captain Edgar Reinfeld says it's been ages since the department had an all-staff picture taken. So at 7:30 yesterday morning, the city's 40 police officers plus 7 staff and 5 volunteers posed for a group photo while East Wenatchee responded to emergency calls in Wenatchee. Reinfeld says the group photo was finished and all the officers were back on duty after about an hour. And students at Cascade Elementary let the police know that they appreciated what they did to protect them during that August 18th lockdown. Remember, the school was locked down as officers hunted for those 2 Wenatchee murder suspects. The students sent a stack of thank you letters to police, and on Monday, Police Chief Rick Johnson expressed his own gratitude to the students and their parents who waited patiently during the 1-hour lockdown before it was lifted. 2 suspects, of course, of the Wenatchee shooting death were arrested after fleeing into East Wenatchee and crashing their vehicle on Westview Drive near 27th Street. That's what's making news. At 17 minutes after the hour, Grant and Eric will be live once again at Memorial Park at 5 o'clock for the evening news. So come on by and say hi, meet a local celebrity. One might show up, and if one doesn't, we still got Eric and Grant. And with the preview, here's Grant.
Good morning, Dan. Coming up tonight on the NCW Life Evening News, absolutely beautiful weather in store for our Apple Blossom Wednesday. And then, things go downhill tomorrow right through the upcoming weekend. I'll have the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. And in sports, Eric Granstrom has Mariner Astros results as well as high school baseball, softball, and soccer scores. That and all the day's news stories coming your way tonight at 5, 6, and 10 from Memorial Park right here at the Apple Blossom Festival on the NCW Life Evening News. We hope to see you then. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Don't forget, if you got a news tip or you want to drop us a note, look at the bottom of your screen. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can go to our Facebook page, drop us a note on the Messenger app. You can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com. If you go to our homepage, ncwlife.com, you'll see the Contact Us icon. When we come back, the Mariners can't seem to score any runs, and wouldn't you know it, it's against Houston, who seems to have our number. It was a milestone victory for manager Dusty Baker. We'll have that in sports, plus results from high school. We'll have the obscure holiday of the day on this May the 4th. We'll also have some celebrity birthdays today in history, a brand new opinion from Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and I wander around Memorial Park and make a jerk of myself. And we got it all on tape. It's all coming up on this Winning Wednesday on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
Are you worried about eviction? If you've received threats or notices of eviction from your landlord, you may qualify for help. Low-income Washington residents facing eviction have the right to free legal counsel regardless of your immigration status. Access to legal help in an eviction is your right. Don't wait. Call the Eviction Defense Hotline today.
Find ageless beauty at Chelan Valley Skincare. Cindy offers the most up-to-date treatments for personalized skincare. If sagging skin or acne scars are some skin challenges for you, Chelan Valley Skincare offers non-invasive, non-surgical skincare. With up-to-date technology for shorter treatment plans, you'll benefit from Cindy's expertise to help you accomplish your skincare goals. Please stop by their website for details on all their services. Call Cindy today for your free consultation.
20 minutes after the hour, Mariners shut out again by Houston yesterday. For Dusty Baker, a milestone, his 2,000th win. As a Major League Baseball manager, the Mariners have now gone 18 consecutive innings without scoring a run. Christian Javier and 3 relievers combined in the 4-hit shutout. Chris Flexen pitched pretty good over 5 innings. He allowed just 1 run on 2 hits, but the Mariners continue to struggle providing him runs. In Flexen's 5 starts this season, the Mariners are averaging 1 run a start.
Here's the windup in the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 3. Strikeout number 1 for Chris Flexen, and that is 6 in a row retired by Flexen here at the start of the ball game.
Swing and a miss. Tag at second and safe at second base.
Flexen ready. Here's the 2-2. It's to Brantley. Swung on and driven deep to center field. Julio going back, takes a good angle, recovered nicely, and makes the catch, and that'll do it. Threat dies right there.
There's Alvarez, 375 hitter in his last 9 games, and his on base is 474. This was hit high in the air to center field. Rodriguez racing back, looking up. See ya! She's gone! Alvarez flexes again. His 8th home run of the season, and the Astros lead 1-0.
Homers for a second straight day, hit it into that Budweiser patio to the right of the batter's eye.
That's 4 homers in his last 5 games now.
Flexen looking for a ground ball. Here's the set. Delivers. Altuve shows bunt, pops it in the air. Backhanded catch by Flexen. Throws the first. They are going to double up Siri. Holy smokes, what a double play. 1-3 on the bunt attempt by Altuve. What a play by the pitcher, Chris Flexen, to retire the side.
This time he gets a fastball. There's a base hit to left field. 1 run scores. Here comes Gurriel. He'll be safe. Jeremy Pena comes through again. Altuve 1 for 3 in his career against Vesta. That ball hit well to deep left field. Altuve has hit one into the Crawford boxes. Jose Altuve makes it a 4-0 game with home run number 2 on the season.
Here it comes. Fastball swung on, a little blooper. Coming in, Julio coming in, dives, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did, says second base umpire Jeff Nelson, the crew chief. Good short area quickness as he came in and looked like he lost it for second, and the next couple of steps able to make the adjustment and make the catch. Fine effort.
Dusty Baker becomes the 10th manager in Major League Baseball history to win 2,000 games. He reached the milestone in Houston. Of course, he also managed the Cubs and the Giants and the Reds and the Nationals.
Well, it feels great. Thank you. Thanks to everybody. Thanks for all the support. Thanks to the players, because I couldn't do it without them. And when I came here, I talked to Jim Crane and I said, hey, I'd like to be here at least through 2000. And so now we got to add on to 2000. You know what I'm saying?
Seattle Mariner manager Scott Service says the Mariners are hitting the ball hard, but they're just not hitting them where they ain't.
We're in a moment in time. This happens throughout the course of a year. Your offense gets slowed down, and when you don't hit, it looks like you're not trying. That's not the case at all. Our guys are grinding. They're trying to get something going, and there's nothing you can do about today's game. We're going to come out tomorrow. It's the last game on the road trip, and try to salvage something here in Houston. So, like I said, when you don't hit, it looks like you're not trying. That's not the case at all. We're just not getting a whole lot of results right.
Mariners and Astros wrap up their 3-game series this morning at 11:10. Matt Brash will take on Justin Verlander. Over 67,000 tickets have been sold for tonight's biggin. It's the CONCACAF Champions League final at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Sounders and the Pumas are even after the first leg in Mexico City ended in a 2-2 tie. If Seattle can outscore the Pumas tonight, they would be the first team in MLS history to win the CONCACAF Championship. Game time is 7 o'clock on FS1. All right, high school sports. The Wenatchee Panther boys soccer team is the champions of the Big Nine. They topped Moses Lake 6-1 to secure the regular season championship. That means they'll be the number 1 seed going into the district tournament. Wenatchee has won 6 Big Nine soccer championships in school history. Eastmont secured the 2nd seed to the district tournament with a 5-1 win over West Valley. The win snapped a 2-game losing streak for the Wildcats. In CWAC play, Afraid of blanked Ellensburg 1-0 on the pitch. For the Bees, Orville beat Brewster 4-1. Okanagan torched Tenasket 11-1. Bridgeport blanked Liberty Bell 5-0. Manson powered past Pateris 5-1. Moses Lake earned the Big Nine's number 2 seed in the baseball district tournament yesterday. The Moses Lake yet to be named mascot blanked Sunnyside 9-0. Eastmont eked out a 3-1 win over Eisenhower. And in a possible preview of next week's district tournament, Chelan beat Quincy 8-1. Cashmere cruised with a 12-1 win over Cascade. Okanagan put up 21 runs in a win over Omak. Brewster polished off an unbeaten league season with an easy victory over Liberty Bell, and Bridgeport handed Waterville Mansfield a 13-3 defeat. Moses Lake had a good trip to the Tri-Cities yesterday in softball, beating Richland 7-4. Eastmont freshman Brittany Howe had a perfect game through 5 innings. The Wildcats, no problems over Freda, 12-0. Okanagan swept a doubleheader from Omak, 14-1 and 14-3. Cascade beating Cashmere 5-3. Waterville Mansfield improves to 8-0 with a 28-18 win over Bridgeport. Now the Shocker women's fast pitch team have scored 182 runs in their 8 wins this season. They're wearing out home plate. That comes out to 22.5 runs a game. They'll finish the season tomorrow with a doubleheader at Pateris. We got high school lacrosse tonight on the NCAA Live channel. Wenatchee will host Sela. Lee Bofta Field of the Apple Bowl. The Vikings are 5-3 on the season. Wenatchee is 7-5. They beat Hanford last night 10-5. Storm Joel Norman will have the call alongside Thomas Bass. You can watch the action beginning at 6:30 tonight here on the NCAA Live channel. 2 quick sporting notes to pass along. Early this morning, the NFL announced that the Seattle Seahawks will be one of the 2 teams who will play the first ever regular season NFL game in Germany. They'll take on Tampa Bay in Munich, Germany in November. And by the way, my Yankees have now won 11 games in a row. It's good to see those folks hopping on that Yankee bandwagon, that scrappy little team that could. Always the underdog, the Yankees. And those are just some of the games that people are playing at 27 minutes after the hour. I had 4 obscure holidays to choose from. Today is National Orange Juice Day. Love orange juice, drink a lot of it. National Renewal Day. That can mean all kinds of things. National Weather Observers Day. I suppose if you look outside your window, you're observing the weather. But today is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. For all of you Star Wars fans, it's now the catchphrase. Nobody really knows when this holiday was created. Believe it or not, the very first Star Wars celebration convention, you think they would have gone back years. The first Star Wars movie came out in the summer of 77. Didn't happen until 2011, but it was on May the 4th, and it was in Toronto, and now they do it every year. So there's all kinds of Star Wars gatherings and parties and online stuff on this day. By the way, the total value of the Star Wars franchise, $70 billion, and that's just in the United States. $70 billion, all began with that one movie that everybody watched back in the summer of 77. May the 4th be with you. It's 28 minutes after the hour. Today in history, somebody had to be first. The very first Major League Baseball game was played on this date. May the 4th, 1871. It was the National Association back then. The Cleveland Forest Cities and the Fort Wayne, I don't know what their mascot was. The very first official Major League game ever played. Fort Wayne won 2-0. A 4-hit shutout by pitcher Bobby Matthews. Catcher Bill Lennon scored the very first run in Major League Baseball history. It all began 151 years ago today, and we're going to revisit this in just a couple of minutes. May the 4th, 1904, 118 years ago today, we began our part of digging the Big Ditch. The United States began construction of the Panama Canal. Of course, the French started it in 1881. They tried for 13 years, and in 1894 they said, nerds to this, it ain't working, and they quit and they walked away. Of course, Teddy Roosevelt wanted the canal. He wanted us to own it and operate it. So he fomented a revolution that nobody really wanted. Of course, Panama, the isthmus, was part of Colombia. There was no country called Panama, so he cut a deal with Colombia, and it fell apart. So he got the Panamanian folks to declare their independence from Colombia. Then he signed a treaty with Panama. It's pretty cattywampus. For the number, the U.S. paid the French $40 million. They paid $40 million for the leftover equipment and the work that they had already done. It seemed like a pretty good deal. The U.S. paid the new country of Panama $10 million bucks, plus $250,000 a year. And just so Colombia wouldn't be completely left out, the U.S. wrote a check to Colombia for $25 million, and Colombia also got free passage through the Panama Canal. They wouldn't have to pay. Everyone's happy. We're digging the ditch 118 years ago today. May the 4th, 1959, that would make it 63 years ago today, the very first Grammy Awards are held. So they've had 63 Grammy Awards. They still haven't got it right. The first one, they really blew it. Record of the Year and Song of the Year for the very first Grammy Awards, Volare. Volare by Domenico Madungo. In Italian. It was not the best song of the year. Not even close. Nominated for Record of the Year and nominated for Song of the Year, the Chipmunk Song. The Chipmunk Song was nominated for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. The Grammy Award for Best Country and Western Song of the Year, Tom Dooley by the Kingston Trio. Tom Dooley by the Kingston Trio is not a country and western song. Best Rhythm and Blues recording of the year, Tequila by the Champs. Tequila by the Champs is not a rhythm and blues song. And it got worse before it got better. Happy 63rd anniversary to the Grammy Awards. On an entirely different note. The names, Jeffrey Miller, 20 years old, shot in the mouth, killed instantly. The lady in the photo, a 16-year-old runaway, Mary Ann Vecchio, in one of the most famous photographs ever taken. Jeffrey Miller shot to death at the age of 20. Alison Krauss, 19 years old, shot in the chest, died that day. Bill Schroeder, 19 years old, shot in the chest, died that day. Sandy Shire, 20 years old, shot in the neck, bled to death because the ambulance drivers could not get to Sandy before she bled to death because the National Guard was killing students on the campus of Kent State University on this date in 1970. Here's the news.
Tear gas first started down the commons, then the guard moved up on both sides of Taylor Hall and forced the kids off the commons. Then one group, I don't know how many there were, 50 maybe, perhaps more, perhaps less, moved down into the practice football field.
After you feed them, then what will we do? Will you ask them to leave?
They've got grievances, they've got demands. The demands on both sides. We have to talk.
And then there were a whole lot of kids around them. A few kids were throwing sticks and stones, but that was only a handful, not more than 10, 15. And then the guard shot some tear gas up on the hill to disperse the crowd, and the kids picked it up and threw it back.
We'll fly out. Start, we'll make a perimeter, a circle, right out in here. From the right, you move out. You start a big circle around here.
You don't talk during a state of emergency, Mike. You know that.
Look,
Come on.
I'm sorry, but
we'll
I don't
talk
want
as
people
soon as
shot.
we get this
I don't
settled
want
down.
people shot on this campus, just as a citizen of this country.
Who wants people
All
shot?
right, but they're sitting quietly.
Okay, will you ask them to leave?
This area immediately. Leave this area immediately.
And all of a sudden I heard the shooting. And then I saw people dropping to the ground, and then I fell to the ground also, because I couldn't walk anymore. And
what the investigators have to determine then is whether indeed there was a sniper and whether the guard was justified in firing its weapons, or whether, as some people here believe, the guard, under the pressure of a rock-throwing attack, panicked and fired its weapons indiscriminately, killing 4 people. Ike Pappas, CBS News, at Kent, Ohio.
The Kent State shootings 52 years ago today, and we wrap up today in history where we started. Major League Baseball, May the 4th, 1975, 47 years ago today, and 151 years after Bill Lennon scored the very first run in Major League history, Bob Watson of the Houston Astros races around the bases on Milt May's home run and scores the 1 millionth run in Major League Baseball history. And as of this morning, because I checked, after last night's results, there have been 2,103,274 runs scored in Major League Baseball. Half of those by the Waterville Shockers girls fast pitch softball team. Let's do some birthdays. If you've ever channel flipped on PBS and you come across Alone in the Wilderness, you immediately stop it and watch it. Everybody by now knows the story of Dick Prenneke, born in the state in 1916. In 1969, Dick Prenneke left his job as a heavy diesel mechanic in Alaska, moved to the Twin Lakes area, and hand-built his own log cabin where he lived for the next 30 years. Dick Prenneke, the documentary filmmaker. Alone in the Wilderness is a fascinating documentary. I loaned my DVDs out to somebody, and now I don't have them anymore. Anyway, Richard Prenneke, born in the state in 1916. Dick Prenneke died at the age of 86 in 2003. Audrey Hepburn, one of my favorite actresses. She has an EGOT, or had an EGOT. That means she won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, one of only 16 people to accomplish that feat. Her best movie, Wait Until Dark, when she plays the blind woman. You remember that? Ugh. Scary movie. Audrey Hepburn, born in the state in 1929. And Rory McIlroy. 1 year ago, Rory McIlroy was the number 1 ranked golfer in the world. Now he's number 7. He's still really good. He's got 4 major championships. He hasn't won the Masters yet. If he wins the Masters, he will accomplish the career Grand Slam, but he's not there yet. Happy birthday to the Irishman, Rory McIlroy, who is 33 years old today. Still to come, a brand new opinion from Mike Mad Dog Magnotti. He's going to weigh in on the issues of the day. We're going to show the video that we took as I wandered around Memorial Park during the noon hour, getting me something to eat. And it's Winning Wednesday. Again, 2 winners today. 2 winners today for the Saturday night performance of the Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo at the Town Toyota Center. Get your emails in, winner@ncwlife.com, winner@ncwlife.com. That's how you enter the contest, via your email address. 1 winner and then another winner. We're going to have 2 winners this morning for the Saturday night performance of the rodeo at the Town Toyota Center. Mike Magnotti is next. You're watching Wake Up in Angie Valley on the NCW Life channel.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We provide the latest news from around North Central Washington weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock with Grant Olson. If it's happening in your neighborhood, we have you covered with a staff of reporters who are always on call. Grant will also keep you up to date on the latest weather, and Eric Grandstrom covers sports. It's all on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
I'm here at the Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, where there's a ton of cool stuff to do. You can learn how the dam harnesses the power of the Columbia, walk inside a Native American Tule Lodge, and steer clear of disaster on the Rock Island Rapids. You can check out the new fish viewing space and even stare a salmon right in the eye. Explore all this and more at Chelan County PUD's brand new Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, now open year-round.
As AmeriCorps members and volunteers, we do more than talk about our core values. We take action and commit to making our community stronger.
At AmeriCorps, my commitment to equity gives every student a strong start.
Our compassion brings food and friendship to neighbors in need.
My determination protects parks in my community.
Now more than ever, your community needs you. What's at your core? Learn more at AmeriCorps.gov.
Are you frustrated because you feel like you aren't getting the internet speeds you pay for? One of the most common ways to test your internet connection is called a speed test. These are free and easily located on the internet and can tell you how fast your internet is. However, for certain reasons, these tests may not always be accurate. A speed test shows you how fast a file can be downloaded to the computer you're running the test on. However, there are many things that can affect the speed of that download besides the speed of the internet going into your home. A few of the things that can affect your internet speed are poor Wi-Fi signal, other wireless signals interfering with the wireless signals coming from your router, other devices in your home draining your bandwidth, your computer or phone running apps programs in the background that you aren't aware of, slowing your entire device. Any of these things can slow down your internet. Your internet is like water flowing down a pipe. There's a big pipe bringing internet to your local area, and a smaller pipe coming off of that bringing internet to your home address. Your router is just another pipe that brings the internet inside your house, and every device inside your home is like a pipe connected to the router. Just like with water, if any of those pipes along the way are too small for the amount of internet that needs to flow through for a family, the flow for everything down the line will be much slower. It's a lot like trying to push all the water going into your house through a small straw. Also, again, just like with water, if everyone in your home is using the internet at once, any individual device may not be able to receive the full flow of the internet. It's like your whole family trying to drink out of that small straw all at once. If you're struggling with internet that is slower than expected, make sure that all of the devices that your internet flows through are working correctly, and check all devices in your home for background programs that may be using the internet. If everything still appears to be working correctly, contact us and we'll be able to help.
At Wenatchee Valley College, the Allied Health programs help students like me make a difference in the lives of others. We leave here as medical assistants, laboratory technicians, pharmacy technicians, radiologic technicians, and nurses ready to care for our communities. Whatever your reason, WVC can prepare you for a career in healthcare.
The Lexar Homes Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo is back in action Friday, May 6th and Saturday, May 7th at the Town Toyota Center. This edge-of-your-seat rough stock rodeo has it all, with bareback riding, barrel racing, saddle broncs, mutton busting, and bull riding. The action starts at 6 p.m. and the rodeo starts at 7:30. For those with ice water running through their veins, it's bull poker. Tickets on sale now at towntoyotacenter.com. That's towntoyotacenter.com.
Collins Fashions welcomes spring in this beautiful Wenatchee Valley. We are so thankful for green valleys and flowering fruit trees. We are prepared with glorious color throughout the store. Flattering tees and tunics, jeans, capris, shorts, skirts, sundresses, and sandals. And many of your favorite brands. Beautifully designed dresses from Joseph Ribkoff, Frank Lyman, and Alex Evening for your special occasions. Brighton jewelry and handbags to complete your outfit at Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, for some time, I've criticized some Christians and a church or two for some of their stances and practices, and I've been rebuked by other believers who accuse me of being divisive, and I've been lectured that I should only be supportive and promote unity. I'm also told that it's unchristian to be critical. Well, I have to wonder if some of those people have ever read the Apostle Paul's letters in the New Testament or some of the Old Testament prophets. Not in any way that I'm comparing myself to them, God forbid. Oh, gosh. But I think you get my point. And Jesus, the guy we're all saying we're following, now, who is it that he criticized? This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
Don't miss the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival. You'll enjoy a wide variety of jazz, breathtaking lake and vineyard views, and fabulous wine. The festival features 50 shows at 14 wineries and venues over 4 days. Imagine a musical tour around the beautiful Lake Chelan Wine Valley. Grab your friends and get your tickets to the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival, May 19th through the 22nd.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a four-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the houseplants? I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office.
We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
We have returned. You're in band, aren't you? I can tell. You're in band, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize you. Go ahead. These guys are in band. So go ahead. You get right away. Go ahead. They're in band.
Sweet.
It's a beautiful Tuesday as we tape this. This is a friendly reminder. Once again, don't be a dingleberry, and dogs are not allowed in the park. Donner House is back, named after, of course, the Donner Party, who famously had to eat each other to survive a brutal winter in the Sierra Nevadas. I'm not sure what they serve here. I believe it's some sort of cold drinks. You're in band, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize you. You're in the choir, aren't you? You're in choir, yeah. You're in band.
Yeah.
One of those things about being a local television personality, you get recognized a lot, mostly by law enforcement. How are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm fine.
You ready to be a television star?
Oh, that's the one. It will be star.
No, you're great. You're fantastic. And you are shaving that beautiful piece of lamb. Wow.
This is the chicken.
Yes.
The chicken we marinated. That's our own recipe. And after we chop it, that's how. It's very good. This is unbelievable.
Who's your cohort over here? Who's that?
This is my son, Christos.
He did a good job last time. It's called a microphone.
I know what it's called.
They'll be with you in just a minute. We're making television here, poorly, I might add. So, was that for me?
This one will be for you.
Okay, can you hold this for just a minute? I gotta pay. Here you go. So this is €1, so I'll pay you in €1. All right? Does that work?
Boss.
Dan, you got a quick minute? Can I pay with €1 because it's €1?
Oh, euro.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So there you go. There's €1 for you. God bless you. Take care. Let's go eat. There's that. Senator Hawkins is joining me. Good to see you, Senator. How are you?
Hey, are we live on NCW Live? Bumped into my dad right here. He has an Apple license plate.
Yes.
That says Buell on it. And so I was like, hey, my dad's here.
Buell, can you hold this for me, please? You know, when we stand next to each other, we look like the number 10.
Number 10, yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. You crushed my euro here, by the way. You crushed me.
What is that sticking out the top?
Hi, Apple Blossom ladies. All right, I'm going to dive into the euro here. This is the traditional lamb euro, prepared for Dan, by Dan. Crispy. I like that. You can't go wrong with the euro. You just can't.
Getting ready for the Classy Chassis Parade. The Washington State Apple Blossom Festival is here, and NCW Life is your official TV station. Join us for the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade Friday, May 6th at 6 p.m. Sponsored by AmeriCorps of Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, Apple Valley Honda, August Edge, Bob's Burgers and Brew, CASA of Chelan and Douglas Counties, Chelan POD Discovery Center, Coldwell Banker Cascade, and Global Car Care. The NCW Life Channel, your official Apple Blossom station.
Do you have old or unused prescription medications lying around? You can now safely and anonymously dispose of them at a safe medication return kiosk near you. Just visit your nearest location. 75% of opioid misuse starts when someone uses medication that wasn't prescribed for them. By removing unwanted prescriptions from your home, you're helping to keep your loved ones safe and healthy.
Things have changed in the motorsports industry. Short supply and high demand have emptied showrooms. But what hasn't changed are the experts at Doghouse Motorsports. They are here to help you reserve the machine of your choice. Stop by and check out the latest 2022 Husqvarna motorcycles, UBCO, and Intense electric vehicles, and other new additions to the Doghouse Motorsports family of high-quality products.
Over the last year and a half, the industry's absolutely changed, but the Doghouse is still your best option for all your power sports needs.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
I felt so alone, like I had no one to help me.
I felt like I could never control my anger. Why am I so angry?
I was stuck in a cycle of addiction. I felt like I had no way out.
Are you hurting? You are not alone. It's time for God to do what no man can do. Come join us for Redemption Recovery at Sage Hills Church, Thursdays at 6 p.m.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. We can just look lifetime warranty.
Great. I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Good.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
The unmistakable theme to Winning Wednesday, which, by the way, is #1 on Spotify this week. It isn't. 2 winners today. Our friends at Lexar Homes in the Town Toyota Center and ADG Productions, the media group, got together and gave me tickets. And I'm going to give them to you. Lexar Homes presenting the Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo. We've given away tickets to the Friday night edition a couple of weeks ago, and today it's Saturday night, the big finale. So Saturday, May 7th, inside the Town Toyota Center, you can watch bareback riding, barrel racing, mutton busting, bull riding, saddle bronc riding, and cowboy bull poker. Come smell the excitement for the big Hell on Hooves Rough Stock Rodeo. And again, we got 2 winners. Do we still have that photo, Uriah, of them hauling the dirt into the Town Toyota Center yesterday? There they are, getting ready for it. Bringing in all that dirt. I don't know where the dirt comes from. The ice, by the way, is gone. Of course, they got rid of that. The wild season's over. So there's a little tease of what they're doing. And, of course, they'll bring in the gates and the chutes and the horses and the bulls and all that good stuff. And, again, it's Friday night and Saturday night. And these tickets are for Saturday night. Saturday night at the Town Toyota Center. And we're going to have 2 winners. So get in your email, winner@ncwlife.com. That's how you enter, winner@ncwlife.com. You send me an email. I'll get it here. It's 1 entry per email address. You can't enter continuously over and over and over again on the same email address. That's not to do it. We keep track of these things, but don't do it anyway. Makes my life a little bit easier. All right, don't forget, employees of Local Telecommunications, solely on broadcasting, and their immediate families are not eligible. Sorry, Uriah. Get me in your emails. We'll do the drawing a little bit later on today sometime. I don't know when. So if you want to go see the big Rough Stock Rodeo, Hell on Hooves, on Saturday night, and you don't want to pay for it, get your tickets in. And don't forget, get your entries in. Don't forget, if you don't enter the contest, you can't win the contest. We're going to have a nice day today. Going to be very mild, warmest day of the year. We'll be in the lower 70s. A lot of clouds, but no rain in the forecast. And then, unfortunately, we got a slide to show for you from the National Weather Service. And believe it or not, I didn't mention this at the top of the hour when the show began. There's a chance of measurable snow on Stevens Pass on Saturday night. The snow level Saturday night is going to go down to 2,400 feet with some light rain into the Wenatchee Valley, but snow in May in the Cascades. It's a possibility. And as Grant mentioned yesterday during the weather, and when we were just kind of talking in the newsroom, he thinks we may have a pop-up thunderstorm because there's a lot of instability in the atmosphere, and with some upper-level ridging. And the flow could give us some late afternoon thunderstorms. As the heat radiates from the earth, it's a possibility. We're just throwing it out there. In the meantime, here's what we're looking at. Lots of clouds today. Outside of that, very nice, very mild. We'll take it. High of 71. 53 for the overnight low. That's very mild. In fact, we could be pretty close to record warm overnight lows, but probably not with that 53 degree for the overnight low. Here comes system number 1 of a parade of systems. It comes in on Thursday with some afternoon rain and a lot cooler, high of only 59 degrees. Not the kind of rain that we got on Monday, but still enough. 42 for the overnight low on Thursday. Look how dramatic the temperatures are going to change. Slightly warmer Friday. Friday looks to be about the best day of measurable rain. We got about a 60% chance of rain, most of it Friday afternoon into Friday night, with an overnight low of 42 degrees, and then for the Grand Parade, scattered showers and a high of 61. And that is it for us. Have yourself a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.